beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Justin Herbert. Buying time to his left. And Herbert going to slide to his stop, and he has a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Herbert now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. This defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. Man open is Robinson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43.
I know many people like to turn to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43.
79 Broncos.
Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and then it'll be 2nd down.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Watch the ship. Sponge. Go.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Check your hot read.
On play action, Allen They're going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Let's go, D.
From the 29, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Squeeze, double. Check.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Out of the gun at Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. This is swung out to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield, some breaks back and forth. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. They'll run here with Eckler. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 37. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Check, Mike, 39. All day, dog.
Play action. It's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers nothing.
It's heavy on the edges. 31's the mic.
All 52.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The throw once more on second and 10. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Tyler Bass to kick off Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going.
Here we go, D.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down. Under pressure, they got him again. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at the Chargers' 8-yard line.
Win championships, baby. Check 99. Check 99. Out, 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 out. 31's the mark.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 and a Charger TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 27-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Watch 42. He's coming up the edge. Watch him up the edge.
Throwing again on second and 10. Allen, he'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Alert!
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Allen going to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess you have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
31's the mic. Hey, pick your game up.
Some.
31's the mic.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
31's the mic.
Now Allen again. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to
Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Chargers 7. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert airing it out, looking for Ridley. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
13 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game,
56.
the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Don't get nervous.
Hey, home.
29.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
56.
A big gain there for the Bills.
Mike 29. Here we go. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Middle.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 7. Tyler Bass to kick
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Charger drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Check smash.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, check, Mike.
Pace. Let's go.
Man out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
8 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. Check down to Breida. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 10.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to take another shot here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Check nickel.
No street.
Motion.
19 Lion.
Here we go. Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike
Street.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert airing it out, looking for Ridley. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Alert, flare. Check 52.
5 wide.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go. 29.
180.
Mike 29. What we got? Check safety. Under crush.
Middle.
Under crush.
Go.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox as time expires in the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Let's give them a show.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're getting up yardage.
Mike 29.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On the ball. On the ball. On the
Now a give to Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Regular.
Here we go. Here we go. No. Off. Joker.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Now Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Check 13.
Slam. Switch.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
It's the gain of a yard.
Regular.
I'm coming after you.
On play action. Allen. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for L.A. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 10.
It's Eckler again.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smite it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And the Bills are going to get the football back. It's time to run
third quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go right back to Singletary. Singletary loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost back to the defensive line, but once he made the catch, he had nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight in, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side wins and the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to slope this one away. On second down now, it's Moss. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in third and long. That's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Hey, watch the ball. Check 9, check 9.
Watch the edge. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They will run with Singletary. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.